Welcome to Shadow Watch, where the road hides horrors you can't outrun. Picture this. Route 66 at midnight, endless asphalt under a moonless sky. A trucker spots a black dog in his headlights. Huge, eyes blazing red, gone in a blink. Locals call it the omen of death. Tonight, I'm peeling back a true tale. A driver named Roy saw it in '89 and never made his next stop. What stalks that highway? Stay close. This one's gonna grip your wheel and drag you into the dark. Roy Miller was a 42-year-old trucker, grizzled and road-worn, hauling freight across the Midwest. He lived for Route 66, its diners, and does his second home since '72. The highway stretched from Chicago to LA, a ribbon of asphalt soaked in legends. Locals swore a black dog roamed it. Massive, eyes like embers, a harbinger of doom. Roy heard the tales at a Missouri diner one night in '89. An old driver, Hank, leaned over his coffee, seen it twice. First time my rig broke down. Second, my buddy didn't make it. Roy smirked, dogs don't kill people. Hank's stare hardened, this one does. The story stuck with Roy like grit in his boots. His next haul was a late run, Tulsa to Flagstaff, alone under a starless sky. Midnight hit as he crossed the Oklahoma Panhandle, radio crackling with static. The road lay empty, just him and the hum of his Freightliner. Then his headlights caught it, a shape darting across the asphalt. He slowed, squinting. What the hell? A dog stood there, huge, black as oil, eyes glowing red. Roy blinked, and it vanished. Coyote, he muttered, shaking his head. But his gut twisted hard. His chest tightened as the darkness pressed closer, a weight he couldn't shake. The air felt wrong, too still, like the night held its breath waiting for something to snap. He pushed on, speed creeping up, palms sweaty on the wheel. The CB buzzed. You see it yet? A voice rasped. No call sign. Roy grabbed the mic. Who's this? Static answered, followed by a low growl over the air. He dropped the mic fast. Miles later, the dog appeared again, closer now, pacing the shoulder, matching his rig's speed. Its stare locked on him, unblinking through the side window. Shadows danced in its eyes, red flickers hinting at something alive and old. The growl rolled again, soft but piercing, vibrating through the steel like a threat he couldn't ignore. Roy floored it, heart pounding, just a trick of the light. But the growl came again, not from the radio, from outside, deep and close. He glanced right. The dog was gone, but paw prints burned into the road, smoking faintly. No way, he breathed, checking his mirrors. Nothing. Then a thud rocked the cab, heavy, deliberate, like something landed on the roof. He pulled over near a deserted gas station, flashlight in hand, cursing, get off my rig. The beam swept the roof, empty, but scratches marked the metal fresh and deep. The air grew cold, his breath fogging fast. A growl rumbled behind him. He spun around. The dog stood 10 feet away, bigger now, eyes flaring red, jaws parted in a silent snarl. Stay back, he yelled, voice cracking. It stepped closer, slow and steady. Roy stumbled back into the cab, slamming the door, twisting the key. The engine sputtered, then roared. He peeled out, tires screeching, glancing at the mirrors. The dog ran alongside, effortless, a black blur against the night. This ain't real, he panted, but the CB crackled, alive. You can't outrun me. The voice wasn't Hank's. It was lower, guttural, wrong. Roy's hand shook as the dog leapt ahead, cutting across his path. He swerved hard, rig fishtailing, barely holding the road. It vanished again, but the growl lingered, echoing in his skull. Something was hunting him, and it wasn't stopping. Stay with me. It gets wilder. Roy gripped the wheel tight as the Freightliner roared down Route 66, the growl fading into the wind. His mirrors stayed empty, but his skin crawled like eyes were on him. Just a damn dog, he muttered, wiping sweat from his brow. The CB stayed silent now, its static replaced by a hum low and steady. He glanced at the clock, 2 a.m., then the road. Fog rolled in thick and fast, swallowing the asphalt ahead. He slowed down, cursing, where'd this come from? Headlights barely pierced the haze, cutting a weak path. Then he saw it, the black dog, dead center in the lane, eyes blazing red. Roy swerved hard, move. The rig lurched, but the dog didn't flinch, vanishing as he passed through. His breath hitched. Gone, he rasped, checking the mirrors. Nothing again. But the hum grew louder, buzzing in his skull like a warning. Miles later, the fog thinned near an old diner sign, neon flickering, eat. Roy pulled in, needing coffee, needing sanity. The lot sat empty save for his rig. He stepped out, boots crunching gravel, air cold and sharp. The diner's windows glowed faint. paint peeling off rusted frames, a relic of better days. He paused listening. No wind, no crickets, just silence too deep. A growl rumbled low from the dark. He spun flashlight in hand. Who's there? The beam caught the dog 50 yards off, staring unblinking. Its size doubled now, bigger than a bear, jaws glinting wet. Roy backed up slow. Stay away. It charged sudden and silent, red eyes locked on him. Roy bolted for the cab, slamming the door as claws scraped metal loud and deep. The rig shook hard, windows rattling. He twisted the key. Engine sputtered dead. Come on, he yelled, pounding the dash. The growl circled outside, closer now. Shadows moved past the glass, not one shape but two pacing together. He grabbed the mic. Anyone out there? Help? Static roared back, then a voice cut through. You saw it, didn't you? Roy barked. What is it? The voice laughed slow. Death. The line went quiet. Claws dragged down the side again, tearing steel like paper. Roy's flashlight flickered, catching red eyes at the window inches away. He swung the beam wild. Get off. The dog vanished, but the rig rocked harder, like something climbed on top. Panic took over. Roy kicked the dash, twisting the key again. The engine coughed, then caught roaring alive. He floored it, peeling out of the lot, diner fading in the fog. The dog appeared ahead, running fast, matching his speed. No way, he gasped, swerving to miss it. The rig fishtailed, tires screaming, but held the road. It leapt aside, gone in a blink. Relief hit brief and sharp. His hands steadied for a moment. Then a thud slammed the roof, denting it down. His pulse spiked again, sweat stinging his eyes as the cab creaked under the weight. He checked the mirrors, shaking. Get off my truck. Paw prints burned into the hood, smoking black. The CB crackled. You can't shake me. Roy yelled, leave me alone. The voice growled back, too late. Fog thickened, swallowing the road whole. Headlights dimmed, then flared wild, casting shadows. The dog everywhere now. Left, right, ahead. A pack of red eyes closing in. Roy's hands trembled. This ain't real. But the growl shook the cab deep and real. He pushed 80 miles an hour, praying for dawn, for help, for anything. The hum turned to howls, piercing his ears, drowning the engine's roar. Hank was right, he whispered, voice breaking. The dog wasn't just a story, it was a hunter, and he was prey. Something bigger was coming, and he wasn't ready. Buckle up, this ride's about to crash. Roy's rig screamed down Route 66, fog choking the road tight. The howls pierced louder, shaking the cab like thunder. He glanced at the dinted roof. Stay off, he growled, twisting the wheel hard. Red eyes flashed in the mist, dozens now, weaving through the haze, closing in fast. His speedometer hit 90, but the pack kept pace, effortless and silent. The CB blared alive, you're mine, the voice snarled deep and raw. Roy slammed the mic down. Not yet. Headlights flickered wild, catching the black dog dead ahead. Massive, jaws wide, blocking the lane. Its fur gleamed wet like oil, swallowing light whole, a shadow too solid to be real. Roy yanked the wheel, swerving sharp. The rig tilted hard, scraping asphalt, sparks flying high into the fog. It righted itself, but the dog leapt onto the hood, claws sinking into metal. Roy yelled, get off. The beast stared through the windshield, eyes blazing red, unblinking. He floored the gas, aiming to shake it. The rig surged forward, but the dog held firm, growling low. Claws tore deeper, shredding the hood like foil. The engine sputtered, coughing black smoke. No, 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 Roy chanted, pounding the dash. The dog lunged, snapping at the glass, cracking its spider web fine. He grabbed a tire iron from the seat, swinging wild, back off. The tool smashed the windshield, shattering it inward. Cold wind rushed in with a howl, not the dog's, something bigger. The beast vanished into the fog, but the pack circled tighter, red eyes glowing through every window. Roy's hands shook. I'm done for. The engine died, sudden and final, rolling him to a stop in the dark. Silence hit, heavy, broken by a growl, circling slow. Roy kicked the door open, tire iron ready. Come on then. The black dog emerged from the mist, towering, now taller than the rig. Its pack flanked its shadows, shifting into men, truckers, eyeless, staring blank. Hank, Roy croaked, spotting a familiar face worn by years on the road, now hollow and still. The voice rasped from the dog, all mine. Fear clawed his chest, sharper than the cold, biting his skin. They charged as one, claws and hands reaching fast. Roy swung the iron, hitting air as the dog's jaws snapped shut inches from his throat. He stumbled back, falling hard against the rig. The pack grabbed him, cold and strong, dragging him into the fog. Let go, he screamed, thrashing wild. The road vanished, swallowed by mist and howls. The last thing he saw, red eyes fading into black. Dawn broke over Route 66, quiet and still. A trooper found Roy's rig off the shoulder, doors open, engine cold. Scratches scarred the metal deep and jagged, spelling 66 on the hood. No sign of Roy, just his CB crackling faint, "You can't outrun me." Locals nodded grim, the dog got him. But he wasn't gone, not really. Truckers swore they saw him after 89, standing on the roadside eyeless watching rigs pass. The black dog still hunts that highway, patient and tireless, waiting for the next driver to cross its path. Roy learned too late. It's not just a dog. It's a collector taking souls for the road. One wrong turn and you're next. This ain't over. It's just getting started. Roy was gone, but Route 66 stayed restless. Months later, another trucker, Cal, took the same stretch, stubborn and loud. "Ain't no dog scaring me." Midnight hit near the Oklahoma line, fog rolling thick. His headlights caught it. The black dog, eyes red, standing tall. Cal laughed. "Nice try speeding past." The rig jolted hard like something grabbed it. He checked the mirrors, grinning. "That all you got?" The growl answered low and close, shaking the cab. Cal pushed on cocky until the CB hissed, "You're next." He grabbed the mic. "Who's this?" The voice growled, "Roy." Cal's grin faded fast. "No way." Red eyes flashed outside, pacing the rig, effortless. He swerved. "Get lost." The dog leapt ahead, cutting his path. Tires screeched as he braked hard. It vanished, but a thud dented the roof deep. Cal cursed, "Not my truck." Claws scraped loud, dragging down the side. He pulled over, flashlight ready. "Show yourself." The dog loomed from the fog, bigger, now, jaws glinting wet. Shadows flanked it, truckers, eyeless, staring blank. Cal froze. "Roy." One nodded, slow, whispering, "Run." Too late. The pack charged, claws sinking into steel and flesh. Cal swung wild, screaming, "Back off." His shouts echoed, brief and sharp, cut off fast as fog rolled over thick and black. The dog's growl swallowed all sound, leaving only silence heavier than the night itself. His rig sat there till dawn, doors open, CB crackling. Next. Years passed, tales growing wild. A teen filmed Route 66 in 95, daring, "Catch me, ghost dog." The tape cut mid-laugh, red eyes glowing. Found later scratched with 66. Truckers avoided that stretch, whispering, "It's a collector." A dashcam caught it last week, blurry but real. Roy and Cal roadside, eyeless, watching a rig pass. Uploaded shaky, they're still out there. The twist hit hard. The black dog didn't just kill, it built an army. Every driver it took joined it, hunting the highway forever. Old Hank knew, but never told. He's out there too, eyeless, grinning. Route 66 stays hungry, its dog patient, picking rigs one by one. A trucker snapped a pick near Tulsa, fog and red eyes, swearing, "I ain't driving that road again." Diners buzzed with whispers of rigs vanishing. Drivers turning pale at the name, Route 66, like it carried a curse too big to shake off. It's not over, it's spreading. Locals hear howl some nights, faint and layered, calling drivers in. The collector waits, calm and tireless, maybe for you, rolling down that asphalt alone. One glimpse and you're marked. No brakes can save you. So what's your take? That's the real terror of Route 66, a highway that hunts. Comment below. Ever seen red eyes on the road? Like if this gripped you, or dislike if you'd outrun it. I won't bet on you. Subscribe for more shadows that chase. Share this if you dare, and stick around. Next tale's revving up, unless you're too spooked to ride. Who's scared of a little black dog anyway?